any corrections or requests for revisions to these minutes?
I have one small thing in town. I apologize for not getting to you earlier, but it's a Monday, Tuesday. What are you gonna do? On the language where we were removing the moratorium, what I intended to say that my concern was whether we needed to complete the zoning changes to match the Thompson Road corridor plan. I'm not sure what exact words I used, but that was my concern that I was trying to address, was the zoning changes that would follow from the master plan change to the Thompson Road corridor plan, not the follow-up master plan change that Mike was talking about that would be further down the road.
Okay.
So if I've confused you more, let me know, but I'd like that to be modified to reflect the focus on the zoning to match the Thompson Road overlay.
All right, I'll take care of that.
Anything else from anyone? If not, the meeting minutes stand approved as corrected or amended. One thing I skipped, I'd like the record to show that our attorney Jack Belzer, operations manager Tom Broker, zoning administrator Mike Dean, fire chief Ryan Volz are present. Additionally, the following officials are here. Julia's with us tonight, and our township engineer Alan and Melissa Lawrence are present over Zoom. Okay, the next is the expenditures. A motion is in order to approve the expenditures totaling $494,713.81 for payment.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call?
Reed?
Yes.
Gobel?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
Kessler's absent, Lorraine is absent, Krug?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. One of the first things tonight is a public hearing. The first one is a public hearing for Panema Squaw Tupper Improvement Special Assessment District. Hearing on a special assessment. This is a public hearing on the special assessment roll for the Panema Squaw Tupper Lake Improvement Special Assessment District for 5-year weed control. If the roll is confirmed and submitted, the amounts assessed per share will be $216.66 in the first year and $194.28 in years 2 through 5. Is Mark and Rick here from?
Mark's here.
Mark's here. Okay, thank you. Tom, you want to go over
Sure.
the process?
Well, just the board will accept public comment on an individual's assessment in relation to the benefit received, the total cost of the project, and the validity of the proceedings to date.
Is there anyone that would like to come up and address the board with concerns for that special assessment? Any questions from the board? I don't know
We can ask if anyone on Zoom is here.
Does anyone on Zoom want to comment regarding the Panema Squaw Tupper Lake improvement? I assume no. Okay,
Just before you dive in, is
Yeah.
a gentle reminder in a moment of weakness, you allowed me to abstain from participating in this matter as I reside in the special assessment district.
do we
So-
get to vote on it again?
No, you had one opportunity, Bob, and you blew it.
I blew it. Yep, you're right. Okay, hearing no concerns or questions, Tom, would you read resolution 2231 as presented?
Yes, resolution 2022-31, It confirms special assessment roll number 2022-02 as the assessment roll for the Penema-Squaw-Tupper Lake Improvement Special Assessment District. Divides the assessment into 5 annual installments with the first installment due December 1st, 2022. Assesses a 1% per month penalty on late installments. Directs the clerk to deliver the special assessment roll with warrant attached to the treasurer. Directs the treasurer to collect the special assessments and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
We need motions.
I'll move the
Motion, please.
I'll support.
Thank you. Roll call, Tom?
Kotrick,
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Krug,
Yes.
Gopel.
Yes.
Tucker,
Present.
sorry.
Okay.
Rain, absent. Reed.
Yes.
Motion carries.
But at least you're present, Jeff. That's the
That's a
important.
debatable proposition.
Yeah. Okay, the next, public hearing is proposed drainage improvement special assessment district for Stony Brook and hearing of necessity. This is a public hearing on the creation of a special assessment district to construct needed repair and improvements to the storm water drainage system in Stony Brook. Development, the total cost of the project is $209,470. At this time, the board will now accept public comment on the following: creation of the special assessment district, proposed boundaries of the district, the necessity of the improvements, the preliminary plans for the improvement, and the estimated cost for the improvement. Is there anyone present that would like to address the board concerning the Stony Brook? Can you come up to the speaker, please, and just give us your,
Can I just stand here?
We can't hear,
we
it on the
can't
record.
hear you,
I got a
ma'am.
big mouth. I can talk loud.
I've been married too long to go there, so.
I just talk in here? Okay, I have several questions.
Get your name for the record.
My name is Melinda Mizico. I live at 13070 Stony Brook. First of all, I want to know exactly what this project entails. I mean, we haven't gotten any information. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. And the $200 and some thousand, how is that going to be assessed? Is that assessed to the property owners through taxes? I mean, we have no information.
Okay, the packet of information we posted online includes.
I don't have that
Okay.
access.
It is, it's a preliminary plan because we don't go through the extent of engineering it unless the district gets created. That's the potential outcome of tonight, is that the special assessment district is formally created. If that happens, then the engineers will develop a more detailed plan, bid it out, and they bring that back for the special assessment role. So it's basically removing trees and brush from swales, ponds, clearing, just basically clearing out the drainage system to function the way it was designed to function.
Okay, because that's like right behind my house.
It runs the whole length of the subdivision, but, so
Well, there's like a ditch, and then there's a huge like wetland area, and that's like right behind my house.
okay.
So that's gonna be like dredged out?
Well, they're gonna clean out the sediment, remove the brush and the trees, basically restore the drainage system to its original design
Okay.
condition, so it will work properly.
All right, and then if it is approved, then all the people that live there are gonna be assessed. Is that gonna be in our property taxes? Is it?
Special assessments, and in this case, we're proposing, let me find it here. Here we go. So, for the 102 units in Stony Brook, it would be about $2,000 each, and we would spread it over 10 years.
Okay,
So that way.
and you're not getting charged extra interest or anything like that if you?
There would be interest if it goes the full, if it goes multiple years. Each property owner would have the option to pay it off if they so choose.
Okay,
To avoid interest. So this is based on, the preliminary plans and estimates provided by the engineers. Now, if this gets approved and goes forward, then the engineers will design it more specifically, get bids, and then the low bid will be used to determine what we bring back to confirm on the special assessment roll, which could be lower or higher, hopefully lower, but we don't know until that happens.
Okay. All right. You answered my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to state something to the board? Is there anyone on Zoom that would like to address this? I don't know that gentleman, so.
No, if they don't unmute, we can assume they're not here.
Yeah. Okay, we need, resolution 2022-32. Mr. Broker, please.
Yes, resolution 2022-32 approves the preliminary plans and estimated cost of $209,470, creates the Stony Brook Drainage Improvement Special Assessment District, which includes units 1 through 102 of the Stony Brook condominium subdivision, directs the supervisor to create a special assessment roll, and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
Second, please.
I'll support.
Roll call, Tom.
Gopel?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Cotrick?
Yes.
Krug?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Motion carries. Resolution is adopted. Back page.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In anticipation of adoption of the previous resolution, a special assessment roll has been created, certified, and filed with the township clerk, which is also a resolution of 2022-33. Are there any questions from anyone on the board? If not, Mr. Broker?
Resolution 2022-33 acknowledges the filing of the special assessment roll with the clerk and its availability for review until the public hearing, schedules the public hearing on the special assessment roll at the October 4th board meeting, directs the clerk to publish and mail the notice of hearing according to statute, and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
I'll support.
Roll call, please.
Kessler is absent. Krug?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Cotrick?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
Gopel?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution is adopted.
Okay, next we have the proposed drainage maintenance special assessment district for Stony Brook and West Wind, hearing of necessity. This is a public hearing on the creation of a special assessment district to provide funding for ongoing periodic maintenance of the stormwater drainage system that services the Stony Brook and West Wind residential development. The proposed assessment amount is $50 per parcel per year. The board will now accept public comments on the following: creation of the special assessment district, the proposed boundary of the districts, the necessity of the improvements, the preliminary plans for the improvements, and the estimated cost of the improvement. Is there anyone that would like to address the board concerning the necessity of this resolution? Yes, ma'am?
I have one more question.
Speak real loud if you
Okay,
can.
that $50 per year, that's to maintain what they're gonna do with the other assessment.
Right,
Correct.
so we're not in the same situation 20 years from now where we gotta spend $250,000 or so to fix the drainage system. The thought is, if everyone, which includes the 197 units in West Winds, if everybody kicks in a little bit each year, we build up the fund, in 5 years from now, okay, we need to clean out a swale, we need to clean out a pond, we need to fix this, the money's already there.
Where's Westwood?
That's what was originally Stony Brook 3. It's now called West Winds. It's a separate condominium, but it's a shared, you're sharing the drainage system.
It's what they're gonna build. Yeah.
is just a way to avoid having to do a large special assessment down the road where there'll be money there for ongoing maintenance and it can be done in a little more timely manner. And if the $50 ends up being too much or not enough, if this gets approved and we confirm the roll, we'll make the language such that we can adjust the amount year by year to match actual need.
And that is gonna be on the taxes
That'll also show up on the winter tax bill. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Anyone else? Okay, we'll move on to resolution 2022-34. Mr. Broker, please.
Yes, resolution number 2022-34 approves the preliminary plans and estimated average cost of $14,950 per year. Creates the Stony Brook West Winds Drainage System Maintenance Special Assessment District, probably our longest special assessment district name we've had, which includes units 1 through 102 of Stony Brook, units 1 through 197 of West Winds, which currently is the parent parcel, but it will be proportional to that. Directs the supervisor to create the special assessment roll, repeals any conflicting resolutions.
Motion to adopt, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Roll call, Mr. Broker.
Tucker.
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Gopel.
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Reed.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
Prue.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution is adopted.
In anticipation of the adoption of the previous resolution, a special assessment roll has been created, certified, and filed with the township clerk. Resolution 2022-35 is that resolution. Mr. Broker, please.
Resolution 2022-35 acknowledges the filing of the special assessment roll with the clerk and its availability for review until the public hearing. Schedules a public hearing on the special assessment roll at the October 4th board meeting. Directs the clerk to publish and mail the notice of hearing according to statute. Repeals any conflicting resolutions.
Roll call, or motion, please.
I'll move that motion for adoption.
I'll support.
Thank you. Roll call, Mr. Broker.
Lorraine is absent. Patrick.
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Gopel.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Prue.
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution is adopted.
Okay, thank you. The next is a proposed drainage improvement special assessment district for Kirkwood Drive, hearing of necessity. This is a public hearing on the creation of the special assessment district to improve the stormwater drainage system in Kirkwood Drive. Total estimate cost of the project is $9,300. The board will now accept public comment on the following: creation of the special assessment district, proposed boundaries of the district, the necessity of the improvement, the preliminary plans for the improvement, estimated costs for the improvement. Is there anyone present that would like to address the board with any questions or concerns?
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Jason Russo. I live on Kirkwood, Silver Ridge. And this special assessment comes from a lot of the work myself and my neighbors and Mr. Broker over the years with the drainage that our private road, Kirkwood, Silver Ridge, deals with from Pinewood and Lake Farms Court. I don't know if there's anybody speaking against the assessment today. I think everybody knows that it's kind of an issue as far as the drainage. I've several pictures over the years of where the issue is happening. I believe this will be version 3.0 of the drainage issue, kind of as Pinewood and Lake Farms Court has grown. There's been different additions to the drainage system that's there. I believe Mrs. Lawrence is there on the Zoom call from the engineering. And if there isn't any question specifically about the need for the drainage.
I have a question about why is it needed.
Why is it needed? Okay. Do you live on
Lake Farms Court.
Lake Farms Court? I don't know if it's possible to show these pictures, but over the last 2 years, winter, spring, summer, and fall, maybe I'll just show them to you like this. Our road, Kurtwood, receives the drainage specifically from Pinewood and Lake Farms Court through some drainage setbacks, which go to an existing culvert that moves the water from the east side of the road to the west side of the road, under our road, to that pond that you see on the left. This picture here shows the water running over the road. Here's a picture from the winter of the same thing. And here's a picture from the spring or the summer. Again, this is over the last couple years. You probably don't notice it unless you walk over on our road, which, right, sure. Sure. As I said, this is, I think, version 3.0. As
Where is it going over the road, there or back? Can you show me on the map?
Sure. So the drainage from Pinewood and Kurtwood, or from Lake Farms Court, kind of go like this. And it converges to the existing culvert, which is about right here.
Goes under the road.
Goes to a huge collection culvert, goes underneath Kurtwood into this pond. The problem is, and you can see in these pictures, is the water's not making it to the culvert. The culvert is at higher elevation than the lowest spot along our ditch here. And over the last 2 years, I don't know if it's been the development or climate change, you choose. Right, it's the water's not making it to the culvert, which again is a higher elevation than the lowest part of this ditch. So the water runs over the road, which damages our road. And over the years, Mr. Broker can attest to the needs of our road. The maintenance costs are continuing to increase, and we're trying to address this problem now before it makes a larger problem later.
Just to add to it, I'm Rick Sabansky, also from 15302 Silver Ridge Road. The other issue is as it gets on the road in the winter, it freezes. So we've had people coming down our way, and when you make that little bit of turn over there, it's ice and it's very, very slippery. So it's not safe at all when it comes to the winter time. So last couple of years, we've got to warn people coming in that way, so they don't wind up on one side or the other side of the road. So
Any other questions?
well, I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
You're saying that where the pond drains is draining from east to west, across
East.
the road. into
High elevation, low elevation, correct.
the pond actually drains from west to east, and it goes right into the wetlands in front of Hagerman's Horse Barn. And there's quite a river there in the spring, flowing from west to east, not east to west.
The drainage from Pinewood, Lake Farms Court is from east to west. The water from that pond and the water table does go to the east once the water's in the pond.
The other point you made was these draining into here and down. These particular two lots do not drain that direction. That backyard holds water forever.
Yep. Let me see if I can get us some help. Melissa? Lawrence?
Yes.
Could you help out with these issues, please?
Yes, I think it's so, Mr. Russo did a great job explaining of what's happening there, and the gentleman that's talking right now, I understand what he's saying. Those are two different subjects. what Mr. Russo's explaining is the problem that the water that flows and gathers on the east side of Kirkwood doesn't make it to the north. There's a high area in between that low area and the culvert that's on the east side of Kirkwood that would carry that water to the west side into that pond. Once it's in that pond, like the other gentleman was saying, now you're in a county drain, and that pond flows to the north and east. And that is working. It flows the way it's supposed to. But the problem the reason for this assessment is that that water is not making it to the culvert that's carrying it across. And all of Lake Farms Court, each one of those parcels, drains that way, even though it doesn't look like it when you're out there. Lake Farms Court is tipped at each end. In the center, there's two catch basins that flow via a pipe to the north in between lots 8 and 9. And so that flows to that low area on Kirkwood.
Which side of the road does it flow to?
I'm sorry.
Which side of the road?
Is the low spot?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
on the east. It's on the east side, yes.
Okay. I have not seen that, but, okay. It's falling downhill when you go past our house.
Anything else you would like to add, Melissa?
No, I think that's,
It's an $8,000 job
Yeah,
that will fix that
I think it's
whole problem.
$8,000 total job that should be a pretty straightforward repair.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other comments, sir?
No, not from me.
Any other questions or concerns?
Can I just have a point of clarification?
Yes,
On the scope of the project, and, my name's Noel Morgan, the only reason I'm on this call, because one of the neighbors called me and said, hey, you should probably get on the call, because I didn't realize that it's our backyard, which is, I'm all about getting that fixed. And it sounds like it's a pretty easy fix, and it's a light load from a assessment perspective. It's $8,300 spread across 27 parcels, is that correct?
9,300 including administrative costs, but about $350 a parcel.
That's $9,300 total cost?
Yes.
Okay.
About
And
350.
then would it entail putting a new culvert in across the road?
What is it?
I believe it's not replacing the existing, but putting a new culvert in to get the water to the existing culvert.
Correct.
let me jump back. Let me jump back. Melissa, could you tell us what the?
That's correct. That's correct. The existing culvert is functioning. The problem is that low area is not making it to that existing culvert. So the proposal is to put a new culvert so that that low area will make it to the culvert.
Okay, thank you.
That culvert would be put on what lot, what address?
I don't have the addresses in front of me, but it looks like it's on 3 and 4. I don't have it in front of me. Yeah, it's in the, well, that's all I can.
I don't know if this image is helpful.
15102, north side, northwest corner of 15102 might be on the next one to the north as well.
Okay, thank you. Yes, sir.
This is an image that we have. I don't know how much you can get in there, but it basically shows along the road that would connect the ditch to the culvert, which according to
That
this,
makes sense.
according to this image is
Thanks,
the,
Jason.
no problem. It's 102 and 96. It's kind of in between the two, so.
Thanks, Melissa.
Cool, thank you.
Anyone else have a question or concern? Sir, did you have a question? Oh, okay. I wanted to give you a chance if you wanted it. Okay, any questions from the board? If not, we'll move right along to resolution 2022-36. Mr. Broker, please.
Resolution 2022-36 approves the preliminary plans and estimated cost for $9,300, creates the Kirkwood Drainage Improvement Special Assessment District, which includes 27 parcels as listed in the resolution, directs the supervisor to create a special assessment roll, and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
I'll support.
Roll call, please.
Kessler is absent. Gopel?
Yes.
Krug?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Cotrick?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution is adopted.
In anticipation of the previous resolution, a special assessment roll has been created, certified, and filed with the township clerk. Can you present 2022-37?
Yes. Resolution 2022-37 acknowledges the filing of the special assessment roll with the clerk and its availability for review until the public hearing. Schedules a public hearing on the special assessment roll at the October 4th board meeting. Directs the clerk to publish and mail the notice of hearing according to statute and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Lorraine is absent. Reed?
Yes.
Cotrick?
Yes.
Krug?
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Gopel?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution is adopted.
I bet you're glad that's the last resolution.
I got 3 more.
Well, I know, but you'll get a break. Any reports? Are there any committee reports to be made to the board?
I have one.
Mr. Goldman, please.
Yeah, after, meeting with the police and fire committee, looking over the sheriff's department contract, it is a recommendation of the police and fire committee to approve the contract for renewal with the sheriff department as presented.
Good. Any other committee reports or presentations? Thank you, Mr. Goldman.
Yes, sir.
There are no communications, no adoption of ordinances, no unfinished business. The new business, proposal to update park and recreation plan. Mr. Dean, may you present this to us, please?
I think it should be pretty straightforward, right? We have a request, or we have a proposal to update the Parks and Rec plan. We're kind of on a tight deadline. The deadline is February 1st to have it approved and submitted to the state to be eligible for the grant funding for next year. One of the, so Fenton Township is in a good position in that we haven't received grants in the past. So if we're able to complete the Parks and Rec plan in the appropriate amount of time, with an eye towards applying for grants, then we would have a pretty good application for make improvements to the Thompson Road, Thompson Road Regional Dog Park. So the key dates though, is February 1st, has to be adopted prior to then. To be eligible, you have to have a 30-day public hearing time frame. So really, we're looking at getting the plan done by the end of November to meet those deadlines. And because of that, you know, this is what road does. They do Parks and Rec plans all the time. Having the narrow time frame, it would be a benefit to the township to move forward with their request.
Okay, thank you. Any comments, Tom?
Just echoing what Mike said, the grant eligibility is a big deal if we want to develop ball fields, soccer fields, walking trails, anything. We've got that 35 acres there that we've got great plans for, but haven't had the funding. And if we can get, we're hearing there may be a lot of grant funds available in a lot of places, and having this park plan up to date will position us really well.
Well, there's a nice lake and lots of nice area for fields there. So we need a motion to approve proposal of Rowe Professional Services to develop and update 5-year park and recreation plan at the base scope price of $88,900 plus optional public engagement events be determined by the township supervisor not to exceed an additional 6,500 as presented. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call, Mr. Broker?
Krug.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
Kessler's absent. Reed.
Yes.
Gopel.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Motion carries.
Thank you. The next is appointments to the Building Code and Fire Code Board of Appeal. Mr. Bowles, do you want to address this at all? Okay.
It's actually more of a building thing.
Building thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Tom, go ahead.
If you remember last year, we kind of restocked these two boards with the same group of 5 people. And to get the terms staggered, 2 of them were done for 1 year, 2 or 3 were done for 2 years. So the 2 1-years are up. Julie Lewis is recommending, and I support her recommendation, that we reappoint Ward Curtis and appoint Mr. Jeff Wedding for 2-year terms would end in 2024. Just keep the board keep the board current. We haven't had any cases in several years, but we are required to have these boards ready and available if needed.
Thank you. I need a motion to reappoint Ward Curtis to the Fenton Township Construction Code Board of Appeal and Fire Code Board of Appeal for the term ending September 30th, 2024. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call, Tim.
Reed.
Yes.
Gopel.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Lorraine is absent. Krug.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
Carries.
Okay, also need a motion to appoint Jeffrey Wedding to the Fenton Township Construction Code Board of Appeal and Fire Code Board of Appeal for the term ending September 30th, 2024. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Patrick.
Yes.
Kessler is absent. Krug.
Yes.
Gopel.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Reed.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, moving right along. Resolution number 2022-38, proposed new lake improvement special assessment district for Crane Lake. Any information, Mr. Broker?
Yes, the next 3 are actually the same story, different lake. All 3 had special assessments that expired with their 2021 collection, which is paying for 2022 treatments. And so we have new 5-year proposals for each of the lakes submitted. And so the next step is to adopt a resolution that would initiate the process and schedule a public hearing for October 4th.
Thank you. I need a motion to adopt the resolution. Okay.
Resolution 2022-38 tentatively declares the township's intent to continue the existing lake improvement project for Crane Lake. Tentatively designates the special assessment district as Crane Lake Improvement Special Assessment District Number 3, which includes all properties fronting Crane Lake. Schedules the public hearing for October 4th, 2022 Township Board meeting. Directs the clerk to publish and mail the hearing notice in accordance with statute and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Gopel.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Patrick.
Yes.
Krug.
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Kessler's absent. Motion carries. Resolution's adopted.
Seeing you're having so much fun, we'll move right along to resolution 2022-39, proposed new lake improvement special assessment district for Dollar Lake. Mr. Broker, please.
So, same story, so I'll just go right to the resolution. 2022-39 tentatively declares the township's intent to continue the existing lake improvement project for Dollar Lake. Tentatively designates the special assessment district as Dollar Lake Improvement Special Assessment District Number 3, which includes all properties fronting Dollar Lake and the channel between Dollar Lake and Little Long Lake. Schedules a public hearing for the October 4th, 2022 Township Board meeting. Directs the clerk to publish and mail the hearing notice in accordance with statute and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
Support.
Kessler's absent. Krug.
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Patrick.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Gopel.
Yes.
Carries. Resolution is adopted.
Promise. Last one, Tom. Resolution number 2022-40, proposed new lake improvements special assessment district for Lake Christie. Tom?
Lake Christie is in Fenton Orchards, if anyone's wondering. It's not as well known as some of the other lakes. Resolution 2022-40 tentatively declares the township's intent to continue the existing lake improvement project for Lake Christie. Tentatively designates the special assessment district as Lake Christie Improvement Special Assessment District Number 2, which includes all properties with legal access to Lake Christie. Schedules a public hearing for the October 4th, 2022 board meeting. Directs the clerk to publish and mail the hearing notice in accordance with statute and repeals any conflicting resolutions.
I'll move the motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Tucker?
Yes.
Lorraine is absent. Golden? Yes. Kessler is absent. Reed?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
Krug?
Yes,
Motion carries, resolution is adopted.
thank you. Are there any board comments tonight on anything current or? Hearing none, we'll go to public comment. Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the board? Is there anyone on Zoom that would like to address the board? Hearing none, I will move for adjournment at 7:17 p.m. Thank you, one and all.
I would not have expected this meeting